Hello and welcome to the Bike Century. My name's Ben and I'm really excited to be able to show you the new 800NK Advanced, which has just arrived from CFMOTO. It's the first one that we've had. We've had the Sport for some time now and it's a fantastic bike. It's doing really well for us, but the Advanced is just the next level. Some really nice features. To look at the bike, it's very similar to the standard 800NK. The styling is the same, tyres etc are all the same. So if you're interested in all of those things, then it's worth watching the other video that we've got highlighted in the description below, where I walk around and show you the standard features of the 800NK. But it's got the same 790cc parallel twin engine with a 270-degree crank configuration, the same as the 790 Duke. In fact, it shares a platform with the Duke, same frame, same subframe, etc. But obviously CFMOTO have been working with KTM and have now produced this, which is excellent value for money. So all the electronics, brakes, suspension, everything like that are all exactly the same. The only difference to the chassis is the addition of a steering dampener, which is located just under there. I don't know if you can see that. It's a good thing to have. This bike is quite flighty, just over 90 brake horsepower. It does tend to lift the front wheel, so having a steering dampener is a good thing. The other thing that has changed with the bike electronically is the addition or activation of the quick shifter. Now the quick shifter is built into the bike. There's nothing external that you can see. You just have to take my word for it. There is an up and down quick shifter fitted to the bike, which you don't get and can't get with a standard Sport NK. So now the 800NK Advanced is keyless. Obviously you've got the key there to operate the rear seat and the fuel filler cap. There is an alarm built into the bike. So to disarm and activate the bike. Now this TFT is much larger than the standard one that you would get, which is 5-inch, so it's about this big. It's in portrait, which is quite unusual for a lot of bikes. You might see this on some enduro bikes, and this is the standard setup. So it's got a reactive dash, so light sensitive, which will change between a black and a white version depending on the ambient light conditions. It is a touchscreen, as you can see. Kind of looks like an iPad, I have to say. So you get all of the normal features at the top, so your rev counter, your current mode selection, speed, ABS warning, temperature, side stand, all the kind of normal stuff really, gear position, etc. And then at the bottom is the piece de resistance, is CarPlay. So you can use Android Auto and CarPlay on the bottom here. It's currently connected to my phone, so you get all of the normal functionality that you would get using your phone on a touchscreen. Now the touchscreen is only enabled up until a certain speed, and you can dictate what that speed is in intervals. So I think it's 10, 15 or 10, 20 and 30 kilometers an hour, and it does work with gloves on as well. But ultimately, once you get over a certain speed, you will need to use the left-hand controls. The controls are different to the previous model, or the current Sport model. You have got cruise control up here, but all of your dash selections are enabled here. You can also use voice control for CarPlay here, so if you've got your headset connected, you can use that as well. And everything's really sort of quite easy to use, to be honest with you. The buttons are all quite robust. They're set away from the indicators, which is quite nice, because otherwise you're going to keep tagging these buttons. Top left, you can change between your ride modes, so you've still got combined ride mode, so you've got sport, street and rain, and that obviously changes the dynamics of the way that the bike works, the quick shifter works, etc. You can flick between CarPlay and the standard dash mode, which is quite nice on the fly, so you can flick between the two, and you would still get a partial navigation just at the bottom here if you wanted to use it. Bike still links to the CFMOTO Ride app, as it would do normally, but the difference is you don't need the turn-by-turn sat-nav as much, because you can obviously link to your phone. You can get in and out of all your apps and stuff like that just at the bottom, and obviously you can scroll through and do everything that you would be able to do on your phone. If you're wondering what these lights are here, these are indicating that the side stand are down at the moment, but they do also flash on the rev limiter as well. Quite a nice little feature. It's difficult, obviously the price is a little bit more than the Sport version, Whether you do or don't want a touch screen with CarPlay, you know, who knows, that's entirely up to yourself. But I think for me, the main thing with this bike is the updated switchgear, cruise control, the addition of the quick shifter, and also the addition of the steering dampener does make a big difference to the rideability, particularly if you like riding bikes in a more sporty way. For not a lot more money, you know, maybe this is the better bike to go for. Maybe the residual value and the desirability of this bike will be better in the longer term. I'm a little bit on the fence about the screen at the moment. I quite like it. We've had mixed opinions so far. I think when you're looking at the profile of the bike, you can't really see it so much, but it is like having a small iPad attached to the front of the bike. I quite like it myself. I think it's definitely sort of a step in the right direction for bikes. Whether or not they'll be able to condense this down into something a little bit smaller but still as user friendly, I don't know, but the interface itself is really good, I have to say. I'm quite a fan of new developing technologies, and you know, I like the way that that bikes are going now. So for me, this is an absolute winner. But let us know what you think in the comments below. This is now our demonstrator, so if you're interested in 800NK, this will be the bike that you're riding. And yeah, I'd be interested to hear your sort of thoughts and feedback after you've ridden the bike. Keep an eye out for our other 800NK video that just goes through the standard bike, which is genetically identical to this. And if you're interested in booking a demonstrator, jump on the website and go to the book a demo section, and you'll find this bike there waiting. That's it from me. Thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care.